Hi, everyone. I'm just going to give it a second here while I share this. I hope you are all having a fabulous day. One of my dear friends, Courtney DeMarco, if you know her, aka Coco, kind of inspired me to do this video. She did one yesterday, and it just inspired me because, too often do we not reflect on our progress, accomplishments, the good stuff. We tend to, just as humans, focus on what we didn't do and, all of the not necessarily negative, but you focus on, oh, well, I didn't hit my goal, or I didn't get to do this, or I didn't get to do that. And you don't focus on what you did do. So I'm hoping maybe this inspires some other people too, to, do a video, go live and reflect upon what an awesome year you had. I know I am a pretty hard critic of myself, so I tend to focus not on all that I did accomplish. So this is in no particular order too. She just went live yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this. Or maybe it was the day before yesterday. And so I just kind of whipped together, went through my calendar and tried to find, what I thought was most memorable and the good bits that we can talk about. So in January, I'm going to try and go as in order of the year as I can. In January, I attended one of two of the Ohio Realtors conventions, which I highly suggest if you, I will be going to one actually January, I believe it's 23rd. So if you have not gotten into Ohio Realtors, I highly suggest it. So at one of those two conventions, it actually kickstarted my first session of Ohio Realtors Leadership Academy. So I went to the convention, and then we rolled right into the session. Or maybe it was the other way around. But anyway, they were right stacked up against each other. So that was the start of my Leadership Academy, which my new favorite emotional support water bottle. I don't know if you can see it. It's my Ohio Realtors Leadership Academy, which I talk a lot. So I'm going to sip some water. So that was amazing. I helped my photographer friend do her first headshot workshop. Really, I just kind of helped by recruiting people, promoting it and trying to get people in there. So that was awesome. Got a bunch of real estate professionals in there. Got some new headshots because we know how important that is. I actually taught my first Zoom series on how to become a Giphy. So if you see those little animations of me where I'm like pointing or dancing, like all that fun stuff, I taught my first Zoom class on how to teach those. Shout out to Holly Kitchens because she's the one who taught me how to do them. I actually spoke on, and this is not in order because this actually happened more in the summer, but I fit it in here. I spoke on my first expert panel about downsizing, right sizing, and decluttering and getting organized to get ready for a move. So that was pretty awesome. I got to speak on two different sessions that day. So we actually did two. And that was just an awesome experience. So also shout out to Melissa Todd at the Western Reserve for recommending me and getting me in. I appreciate it. And there's my cousin Pam. Hi, Pam. So let's see. I read and listened to 5 new books this year, which I'm not super happy that it was only 5, but hey, 5 is better than none. I'm going to try and up that next year. I also helped a couple of my friends put together a self-care day. If you know me at all, you know I'm a huge advocate for self-care. So that's super important. We got to do like some meditation, a workout class, and it was just really awesome. So that was fun. I was able to speak as a guest on a few different podcasts with, let's see, I did one with John Harp. Shout out. Love you, John. One with Harley Dufek, if you know him. These are all rock stars. And Matt Milia, as well as I recorded and did 13 episodes of my own little video and podcast series called TLC Real Estate Chat with my friends Thomas Hamrick and Cooper Brown. And we're going to continue that again this year, or well, 2023. We have our first meeting scheduled, and as soon as I'm able to schedule it through this StreamYard service, I will put our first episode out there. So, and that's awesome. Really, what we talk about is things to help buyers and sellers, things to help realtors, really any and everything real estate related. So if you'd like to be a guest on that show, please reach out. We would love to have you. Then I'm sure most of you have seen in March, I picked up my very first puppy. His name is Jenks. It's short for Jenkinson, which is one of my favorite like beach bar areas in New Jersey. So named him after that because he is a New Jersey native. So picked him up, and man, that really threw my world for a loop. It's hard having a puppy and running a business. So one thing that happened as I'm like reflecting, I let myself go. That was the first thing that went out the door. I was sleep deprived. I was going crazy. And so that was the first thing. That was my first mistake. Not long after I picked up the puppy, I made an exciting announcement that I had joined a new brokerage, eXp Realty, and couldn't be happier. Always will have love for my Howard Hanna family, but you know, I really feel like I found my home and I love it. So that was a very, very exciting thing that happened this year. I also, with joining eXp, I had somebody reach out to me that wanted to get licensed, and I wanted to be able to personally mentor her. So what I did was got certified as a mentor with eXp. Oh, it's showing me a signal thing. So I'm hoping that my signal isn't bad. But so got certified as a mentor. I got my first 2 mentees, which is very exciting. And also got a new agent to sign on board with me, and that's super exciting. I love just sharing this career with everyone and anyone. So if you're interested in real estate, please reach out. I would love to talk to you if you're thinking about a career change or anything like that. Oh, okay. So this was a good one. I'm sure many of you saw this too, but I was asked and nominated for Dancing with the Realtors, which is an event that the Women's Council of Realtors puts on. So let's see, what did I write down? Over 20 dance lessons. And that was just a guess because I was a week behind. I was on vacation. So then I had to play catch up and I was like doing at least 3 practices or lessons a week. And then we had like our group ones as well. So over 20 dance lessons, probably close to 25 or more. Um, and then we competed. And it was a night of just glam and fun and amazingness. And I can't thank everyone enough who came out to support me. There were a ton of you there. I had so many friends there. I had so many industry people there. And I actually won first place, People's Choice, which was very exciting. I was not the best dancer. Okay. So don't, that was People's Choice Award. Okay. That was not best talent. I will admit I am not the best dancer. And actually, if you know me at all, it probably shocked you to learn I was even competing in a dance competition. um, so we also started a new walking group with a bunch of real estate professionals who just all kind of want to better ourselves and get healthier. And so we would wake up at the butt crack of dawn and go walking at a local park. And as soon as the weather breaks, I will be doing that again. So if you're interested, reach out. As always, I'm always trying to further my education and give back to the community. So I definitely attended countless fundraisers, lots of CE classes, um, Airbnb and investing classes, because I'm just really trying to, you know, expand my knowledge on everything real estate. Lots of masterminds. I attended a lot of masterminds. There were so many great people that were speaking on panels that I had the pleasure of attending. Um, I am also, if you're aware, heavily involved with my local board, which is the Medina County Board of Realtors. And we actually were able to physically help build 2 homes this year, which was really amazing. You are literally there building, nailing, whatever is teachable. They teach to you and they have you do. So that was with Habitat for Humanity, which is a group that we often donate our time back to with the Board of Realtors. So I actually was the co-chair of our Housing Opportunity and Community Outreach Committee for the year of 2022. I am actually going to be the chairperson for 2023. So if you're interested in giving back to the community, like I just discussed, we are looking for new members to join our committee. We're actually going to have a little champagne brunch first meeting for open to anyone. So if you're a realtor, even if you're not a member of our board, would love to have you there. I was also installed as a McBohr, which is the Medina County Board of Realtors, a director for the year of 2023. So I will be serving as a director, which I'm very excited about. I was also asked to be an Ohio Realtor Director. So you will continue to see me at all the Ohio Realtor conventions because I have to be there, obviously, for that position. So I also had the pleasure of helping one of my dear friends, Nathan Stollard. He started a new group within our board. It's like a YPN new member network. So if you are interested in becoming a McBohr member, if you're a new member, reach out. I'll get you details about that. But it's really just to help educate and assist newer realtors Even if you aren't new, we really welcome everyone because we just want to grow the group and also better the industry as a whole. So, would love your assistance. What else? Oh, that was something exciting this year. I was able to assist my parents. They built a new home this year. And so I helped them with that purchase as well. If you didn't know already, realtors can help you with new construction. And I highly advise you to get representation when you're building. Um, so that was awesome. Got to watch that kind of from the ground up and do walkthroughs. And that was just really neat because the last time my parents built a house, I was like fresh out of high school and not interested. So that was awesome. Some cool places that I got to travel. Destin, Florida. Never been there before. Oh my gosh, white sands, crystal clear water. Highly recommend. It is beautiful. We did our biannual family vacation to the Outer Banks, North Carolina. Love the beach, love the beach. I made a couple quick visits to New Jersey, which is actually where I am right now, getting ready to head home tomorrow. Destin is great, Pam. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So let's see, Destin, OBX, New Jersey, and I went back to Vegas for the first time in, oh my God, I think it was 15 years. The first time I was in Vegas was when I was 21. And so yeah, that was great. That was for a convention and ton of fun and lots of knowledge. So it's always a plus. As I'm winding up the year, I actually graduated from the Leadership Academy with Ohio Realtors. And that I just kind of want to talk about for a quick minute because that was such an amazing experience. I really, really recommend. They've already selected the class for 2023, but I think you should definitely look into it for the following year. Get yourself prepped, mentally, physically, get yourself ready because that program will change your life. It's amazing. It got me way further outside of my comfort zone than I would have ever imagined. Lots of practice for public speaking, and just different activities that really got you outside of your comfort zone. Super grateful for that. One of the biggest takeaways, I think, from that, well, yeah, it's one of the biggest. There were several, but we were the first class to, so during the program, you're tasked with thinking of a project, a grant project to basically from start to finish complete a grant project. And we were the first class to ever actually see it to fruition. Before, it was always just you come up with the idea, you present it, and maybe someone would go somewhere with it. But this year, our groups actually completed them. Ours is not complete yet, but will be complete by next summer only because of weather restrictions. And ours was a decent sized project. So what we did was take a local, a lot in Dayton, Ohio. One of the realtors in my group is a part of the Dayton area realtors. So we found this lot that a land bank was already trying to develop. They basically want to prevent dumping, and just really trying to improve the area. So they have a Twigs to Trees program where they plant a bunch of trees on an empty lot in order to deter dumping. So what we're doing with that is actually turning it into a realtor park. So we're adding like gravel paths, arborvitaes, um, planters, all sorts of things to just kind of make it an even prettier, better area. So that's super exciting. We were actually able to more than double our um, amount donated. So we got a grant from the National Association of Realtors for $5,000, but we were actually able to get in total, I believe it was 12,000 for this grant. So that was just really, really exciting. So highly recommend Leadership Academy with Ohio Realtors. Look into it if you haven't. And just some personal things. I got to attend 2 weddings for my family. I got to attend a very close friend, their wedding. As much family time as I possibly could spend. Got to boat a little bit. Got to get my kayak out, of course. And, just tried to live life to the fullest. So I am sure there is something I missed, but I just wanted to come on here. Like I said, too often do we not celebrate our wins. So celebrate your wins, recap them so you can really reflect on what an awesome year you had. And if you are interested in speaking on our little video podcast with real estate, please reach out. Hey, Kayleen. Kayleen's a new connection I made this year. She joined our walking club, and she's actually a loan officer as well. So thank you, Pam. I love all the support. Thank you guys so much. So anyhow, I will be making a couple different reel videos to kind of recap my year, because I just think those are fun, and it's just fun to reflect on what an awesome year it was. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a fabulous day and a very happy new year. And for me, 2023, I said was going to be the year of saying no, because I slightly overcommitted this past year. But because of that, I had let myself go. So for me, it's a year of saying no so I can focus on me, because if I don't show up for myself, how am I going to show up for all of you? So that was my big lesson learned this year. And that's, if anything, I hope you take away that from this. So happy New Year. Have a happy day. Thank you, Pam. I am hitting the road tomorrow. But I have been working all week, and more work is need to be done. So I need to get back home. Got to show some houses. All right, guys, have a fabulous day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.